Y'all, if you're trying to get your friend to watch anime, be earnest. Try to appeal to their existing tastes instead of just throwing them out and just hoping that something's gonna stick. Like, I'm seeing some people say that they're just going to throw them into one of the big three, as if that's meant to be the entire blueprint of anime. Anime is a medium. There is no proper way to start it. And when you're trying to talk to somebody that's been watching TV for the majority of their lives, they already have a genre that they're interested in. You and they can mold their taste as they continue the journey forward. But right now, your goal should just be to find something that you believe is going to persuade them further to watch anime in general. You might have started with Naruto, you might have started with One Piece, or you might have started with Bleach, or whatever big anime is out there. But if their interest is in sports, you don't throw them into Dragon Ball. You throw them into something like Haikyuu, you throw them into something like Slam Dunk, you throw them into something like Cross Game. Anything that pertains to their existing interests. There's a ton of fantastic anime out there, but what matters right now is to show them that there's a whole side of storytelling that they have not seen yet, without giving them shell shock and throw them into the deep end and being like, watch this 500 episode show because that's where I started. And then you're gonna have to figure out how to explain, well, why am I skipping episode 131 to 215? And then you're gonna be like, well, this is filler. Then they're gonna come to you and be like, that's how you watch your shows? Like, if I'm dealing with a friend that wants to watch a psychological drama, I'm not going to send them to Demon Slayer, for example. I would send them to Monster. If somebody is looking for a philosophical show, I'm not going to send them to Bleach. I'm going to send them to Vinland Saga or Orb on the Movements of the Earth or something like that, just to make sure that they're not forced to watch something that they're presently not interested in. Just because they're not watching it right now does not mean that they won't be willing to watch a new genre later. And this topic is full of biases. You might not know all these animes, so you might just want to show them something that you're interested in because you haven't ventured out yourself. And that's totally fine, but there's a gamble when you are just throwing them out into the deep end, because if they are not interested in watching a show about ninjas or a show about pirates or a show about demon slaying or a show about devil hunting, stuff like that, and they want to watch a romantic comedy, it's going to be very difficult for them to, latch onto something and pay attention to it because there's no pre-existing interest in that yet. And that's why when a lot of people do DM me, what to watch and stuff like that, I ask them, well, what do you currently watch? Because I watch a lot of stuff. I read a lot of stuff. But my goal here is to not throw my personal favorites onto you, because you and I are different people. I love my romance. I love my sports. You might like adventure. You might like fantasy. You might like horror. But the thing is, I've seen all those genres, but I wouldn't call those my favorites. But I do have favorites within those genres. So help me help you. It's that kind of situation. So if you're going to get anyone into anime, pave the path to what they are currently interested in right now, not what they might be interested in later.